throw it away.
I know. I said I should.
Like, I got it from the thrift store.
They said I shouldn't eat a whale, and the waiter said it's already dead. It's not like we killed it for you. If you don't eat it, somebody else will. So I ate the whale.
Cause like I don't understand like the you didn't wear like real fur. But like I got this from a thrift store, so it was either this or like the garbage. I'm honoring.
It's true. It was
I
already
love this coat.
somebody already made it and paid full price.
Yeah. So really like
I don't know. It's some weird Russian brand. Yeah. Well, Jackets fans, we are ready to take on the Bluewater Hawks out of somewhere in Canada. So, first of 3 games this weekend against these girls. Jackets are wearing their navy blue, Bluewater in their whites with teal and orange highlights. Dublin. 1:30. 1:30. I said 1:30. Oh, I should have brought my coat. Yeah. Yeah, that felt illegal. Yeah. I think that was just an advertisement for their French drain system underneath their fields. Like, that was just impressive. Jackets ready to roll. Oh, Delaney. Self-appointed. Self-appointed. Jackets with Dar, LaRoche, and Sullivan out, along with Joust and Myers. Shorman back in net to start us off today. And we are loud. Puck goes down, comes back to Douse. Douse picks it up, takes it back into the Jacket zone, sends it over to Myers. Myers going to send it forward up towards Sullivan. Sullivan gets it a tap, trying to leave it there for Dar. Bluewater sends it back the other way, and Jackets are going to be just a touch offside. So we'll get that one coming out to the dot. And with a running clock right now, trying to fix the clock here. Or maybe they're trying to run up the extra minute. I don't know, 16-minute periods put on the clock to start this off. I never know why it's 15 or 16. But we're going to go with that. 15:24 left, puck goes down, Bluewater picking it up. Jackets send it into Bluewater zone. LaRoche off to chase for it. Bluewater gets there first. They try to send it up the side. Dar there to meet it at the midboards. Comes back to Douse at the blue line. Douse trying to send it toward the middle, but picked up by Bluewater. They send that one out with some speed. She takes that over the blue line, but broken up by Myers. Dar trying to send it over to the Sullivan side, but it's going to be brought back in with some speed by Bluewater. Bluewater sends it around the back of the net. Vogelsang in there to try to pick that up. Trying to send it out with Svensson, but Bluewater picks it back up. Comes to the middle, and we'll get a cover there by Shorman. Puck goes down to Flaherty, comes back towards the blue line, gonna sneak all the way out of the zone. Svensson out, ready to chase, but Bluewater gonna be able to send that one back in. They send it to the middle. Looping around the back of the net, picked up by Lekorchik. Lekorchik sends it back out with Svensson. Svensson able to chip that one forward, and Bluewater gonna send it in offsides. Puck goes down to Flaherty, comes over to the sideboards. Bluewater picks it up, sends it back to the defenseman. Just gonna send that one forward. Mullet there to break it up. Slides around the back of the net, picked up by Gutschall. Gutschall trying to pass that one out to Svensson, but it's gonna sneak up to the blue line. Blue liner loses an edge. Svensson and Flaherty both trying to punch that out, but it's gonna get a shot into the mitt of Shorman. Puck goes down. McInhill trying to punch it out. Comes over to Douse. Douse switches direction, sends it up to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas able to sneak that one out of the zone. Olsgaard going to go off on the chase, try to pin this in. Can't quite get it to go, and that one's going to be played all the way out and through. Douse picks it up in the Jackets territory, plays it up the boards. Trying to hit Olsgaard, going to be not quite on net. Thought that was going to hit right on the net, but alas. It looks like her. Puck goes down, comes to the middle, going to be picked up by Thomas. Thomas almost able to punch that out. Can't quite get it to go past the blue line, but it's going to be picked up by Dar. Dar's got one man to beat. Heading toward the front of the net. Going to play with it and trying to grab it, get that one on the backhand, but are going to get a cover. Nice move there to get past the defender. Puck goes down, picked up by Bluewater, trying to go behind the back of the net, hits the side instead. Clark and Dar both trying to punch that out. Going to come to the middle, and that's going to sneak out of the zone. Vogelsang's going to be back to play it. She picks that up in Jackets territory. Vogelsang now looking for a lane. She's going to take that one in and across the blue line, looking for a shot. Takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Down to the opposite side now, and Thomas doing a good job of keeping that one in, and then little friendly fire there toward the end, but it looks like Jackets are going to go on the power play here. So it looks like Thomas was able to draw the penalty there, and Jackets are going to get a power play opportunity. McInhill, Svensson, Sullivan, Dar, and Myers picked up by Svensson. Svensson takes a shot. Puck still loose. Comes up toward Myers. Myers at the blue line, able to send it back down to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get it to the middle, able to get it over to Dar. Dar takes a shot off the crossbar and up into the corner. Picked up now by McInhill. McInhill leaves it at the blue line for Myers. Myers going for the cross-ice pass over to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it to the top to Dar. Dar back over to Myers. Myers picks it up, looking for a lane, takes a shot. Nice low shot. Goes off the goaltender. Gets it back up to Myers. Myers looking for some space. Sends it toward the middle. Svensson coming in to try to pick that up. Bouncing puck, but now it's going to come out, and Bluewater going to have a chance to take that one in and across and go for the line change. 40 seconds remaining on the penalty here. Picked up by Myers. Now Myers going to send it over to Flaherty. Flaherty into the zone, able to try to pin this one up. It's going to be picked up by Ori. Ori coming in off the bench, trying to make a play on that, almost able to get the puck free. Flaherty trying to send that to the middle. LaRoche trying to get the turnaround shot on that, but picked up by Douse now. Douse looking for a lane to the net, hits the side. Bluewater. Comes back into the Jackets territory. Trying to play it up as McInhill comes over to Mullet. Mullet looking for her own lane. Drop pass to Douse. Douse trying to get that out to Kohlhaas. Caught though at the top of the circle. Kicked free. As it is going to be Ori able to get it to the red line and head in. Into the corner it goes with Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas and McInhill trying to get it out. Comes out with Olsgaard. Olsgaard trying to send it back around to McInhill. McInhill gets it up to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas sending it up to Gutschall. Gutschall drops it back down toward Olsgaard. Olsgaard able to get there, sends it to Mullet. Mullet going to chuck it down behind the back of the net. And now Bluewater going to come out with it, looking for a long passing option. Hits the skate of Sullivan, though. Sullivan going to send it back to Mullet. Mullet sends it forward to Sullivan again. Now off the bench comes the Jackets, and we're going to get a 2-minute men on the ice penalty. They're distracting me so bad I cannot talk. We've got the whole family here, and it's like I can't. Maddie keeps trying to talk to me. She keeps trying to talk to me. I'm just gonna take a break from this game. Somebody else can call it.
All right, switching up of announcers real quick. So we've got, with the penalty, we've got McInhill, LaRoche, Gutschall, and Mullet out. So Bluewater controls it off the faceoff. They're up high. McInhill tries to switch that out. McInhill now has it. She's going to take it around. LaRoche is there, fighting in the corner. Bluewater still controls. They take it back behind the net. They're looking for their options. They're going to send it up high to the point. They cut to the middle, take a shot, goes off some bodies, comes back out to Bluewater on the far side. Bluewater still controls. They go D to D at the top. LaRoche with pressure. Now they're going to send it down low on the near side. Now they're going to go back up to the top. Now to the far side. It looks like they're just trying to pass around, try to spread out the Jackets to get us out of our shape. Quick shot. That's broken up. Looks like McInhill's going to get to it. She can't quite get it out, though. Another shot. That goes off the crossbar and up into the top. LaRoche is there. She can't get that out. Bluewater controls. Bluewater still comes out from behind the net with it. They send it up high. Now they go D to D. That was a tipped shot that almost went down and in, but luckily went past. So Bluewater takes it, sends it back up high. They try to go far side with it. We got 2 seconds left of the penalty. Penalty is over. Jackets are going to do a full change with the penalty over and the puck down in their zone. Bluewater's going to come away with it. They're going to bring it back down in. They're going to dump it in. They're going to go for their own change. So puck goes around the net. Senson's there. She tries to get to it. Now Fullhouse comes out of it. She's got it. She sends that ahead, but is intercepted. Now Douse has it. Jackets still control. They're going to send it deep over to Meyer. Meyer's going to go to Douse. Douse is going to try to chip that ahead, but cannot get it through. And she lost a Meyer was able to poke that out, though. Bluewater controls. Bluewater sends it over to their own side, on the far side. Svensson's there. Svensson gets back on side. So, Bluewater controls in their own zone. Jackets are going to go for a change. Bluewater sends it here to this near side. Vogelsang keeps that in at the top. She sends it back in. Dar has it. Dar's going to skate towards the net. Centering pass can't connect on, though. So Dar's going to send it back deep on the high net. She's got Clark and Thomas out with her. So puck went off Thomas and up into the netting. So we'll get an offensive zone faceoff. So, well, Dar, Clark, Thomas, Vogelsang, and Lokurchek out. Off the face-off, Bluewater wins that. That goes back to their D. They try to chip that ahead. Dar holds it in the near boards. Bluewater comes out with it. Picked up by Clark. Clark couldn't hold on to it while cutting to the middle. Puck comes loose. Comes to Vogelsang. Vogelsang's got pressure on. Vogelsang controls. She's going to send it up high. Clears the zone. So Bluewater will have to regroup. Bluewater still controls. They've just got in their zone. Jackets trying to pressure. Mullet has it now. Mullet's going to send it up high, trying to hit Sullivan. LaRoche is going to come in. LaRoche is going to get there. She sends it up to Mullet. Mullet takes a quick shot, goes high. Now Dar has it. Dar's going to send that up high to Gutschall. Gutschall's going to take it. She's going to send that in. Sends it in wide. So the Jackals have an offensive zone face-off. We're going to switch up the forwards. We're going to send out Olsgaard, McInhill, and Ori with Mullet and Gutschall. Puck's down. Bluewater comes away with it. Gutschall cut that in, but it was offsides. So Jackets are going to switch out the D. We're going to send out Douse and Meyer with 5:47 left to go in this first period. Still tied 0-0. So puck's down again. Bluewater comes out of the pile with it. Meyer now has it. She sends it ahead. Bluewater comes into the zone. They're taking it down that far side. They're able to power through some people, but McInhill gets it behind the net, sends it to the near side. Olsgaard's there. They're pinned in the corner right now. Puck comes loose, comes off behind the net on the far side. Meyer's going to pick that up. She's going to send that up to Ori. Ori's got it. She's going to send it over. That clears. Bluewater sends it back in. Douse has it. Douse is going to go over to Meyer with it. Meyer carries. She tries to send that up. Now Svensson has it. Svensson sends that into the zone. Bluewater with a long stretch pass. They said no icing. So Vogelsang's going to pack it. She's going to skate with it. She's got to use speed. Looks like they called offsides. So we're going to have Flaherty, Kohlhaas, Svensson, Lekorchek, and Vogelsang out. Waiting for the girls to get in their spots. Puck's down. Bluewater controls. They go back to their D. They're going to send it up here to the neutral zone. They carry that in. They were able to go past. Shorman with a good save on that. So Lekorchek stole that. She's going to send that up high. Can't get it in. Bluewater knocks that out of the air. Puck is still in the Jacket zone. Lekorchek's got it. She's going to send that ahead to Svensson. Can't connect on the pass, so that will go down for an icing. All right. Puck is down. Bluewater wins it. They're sending it up to their D. Clark with great pressure. She's able to break that up with Thomas. Bluewater still controls, though. They're going to go D to D. They're going to send that in deep. Gutshaw's going to pick it up. She sends that back over to Mullet. Mullet sends it up to Clark. Clark sends it to Dar. Loses the puck, though. Mullet goes to Thomas now. Mullet tries to clear it for a third time. Still can't get it out. Now the puck's going to that far side. Gutshaw's going to get there. She picks it up. She looks at her options. She goes high towards Thomas. Thomas gets it. Puck comes out. Comes to Gutshaw. Gutshaw's going to take that puck. She's just going to go around the net with it. She sends it to Mullet. Mullet can't quite get it to Clark. Bluewater still has it. They cut to the front. Shorman with a good save. Jacket's going to switch out all 4 and 5s. We're going to send out Dar, LaRoche, Sullivan, Dowson, Meyer. So puck's down. Puck's getting sent back behind the Jackets net. Bluewater controls. They're going to try the centering pass. Dar breaks that up. She gets it up to Sullivan. Sullivan chips that ahead. We got a 2-on-1 coming down. Sullivan with the backhand shot goes into the goalie. Puck's still loose. They're going to recover it, though. Oh, frustrating. Good chance, though. Got 3 minutes left. All right. Puck's down, goes back to LaRoche. LaRoche over to Meyer. Meyer just sends that in deep. Sullivan's there to pick that up. She's looking at her options. She sends that up to Meyer. Meyer tried to send that back in, but pops into the Bluewater bench. So Jacket's going to switch things up. We're going to send out Vogelsang and Lekorchek along with Svensson and Ori. Puck's down, comes over to Ori. Ori's got it. She sends it up to Vogelsang. Vogelsang, big shot, deflects off a body into the corner. Bluewater's got it, comes up to Vogelsang again. She takes another shot, goes into the body. Bluewater takes out with it. They go off the crossbar and into the ceiling. So Jacket's got away with one right there. Jackets are going to switch out the D. They're going to switch out Vogelsang and Lekorchek. So they're going to send in Gutshall and Mullet. Puck's down. Bluewater has it. They send it up high. They go D to D. They take a shot. They go. That shot goes wide. Goes into the far corner. Svensson's got it. She tried to chip it out, missed the puck. She still has it. She sends it up to Ori. Ori takes it into the zone. She sends it ahead. Bluewater's got it. It comes up high. Comes over to Flaherty. Flaherty sends it to Mullet. Mullet skates that down in. She skates that in deep. She takes a quick shot. Goes off Arbelair. Bluewater's going to try to come out with it. Olsgaard's there, though. She defends. Puck's still there. Bluewater has it. They're going to come forward. They're going to dump that in. Gutschall gets there. So Jackets going to go on the power play again after hitting to the back, body checking or boarding, one of the two. So Jackets will get their second power play of the game with 1:35 left to go. 1:30 penalty, so. So for the power play, Jackets are going to send out Mackinhill, Sullivan, Svensson, Dar, and Meyer. So. All right. Jackets now on the power play. Puck's down. Comes to Bluewater. Bluewater is able to send that up and out. So that'll be icing. And so they'll come back in. So puck's down. Puck comes back. Jackets to Meyer at the point. She's going to send it to the near side to Sullivan. Sullivan looks at her options. She controls. She sends it to far side to Meyer. Meyer's going to now go deeper into Mackinhill. Mackinhill's got it. She's going to send it up high, back up to Meyer. Meyer's going to go far near side here with it, cross ice to Sullivan. Sullivan controls. She takes it into the circles. She's centering pass. Doesn't go through. Mackinhill almost got it off that, so Sullivan sends it back up to Meyer up high. She's looking at her options. She's going to Sullivan's going to come up high with it. She's going to go to the top of the circle, down low to Dar, or to Mackinhill, back home with the one-timer, just went wide. Svensson now has it. She tried to get back over to Mackinhill. Bluewater is able to get that up to the zone. They get it out of the zone, so Jackets will have to regroup. Meyer goes over to Sullivan. Sullivan skates. She skates it ahead. She comes down through the center of the ice. She can't quite get a shot off, so Bluewater controls. They're gonna carry the puck. They're gonna send that ahead. And that will be icing. But the way they sent that up, it did kill some time, so. So it looks like Jackets are gonna switch up some of the power play unit. They're gonna move to the second power play unit. We're gonna have out Dowds and Vogelsang with Flaherty, LaRoche, and Ori. Puck is down. Okay, so puck's down. Jackets win. It comes up to Douse. Douse, big shot, goes off a body, but Bluewater has it. They're going to try to send it up and out. Douse keeps it in. She's got it. She sends that to LaRoche. LaRoche can't quite hold on to it, so Bluewater's able to chip that out and down the ice. We got 5 seconds left in the period. So, and that will do it for the first period. Jackets will end the first tied 0-0. All right, folks. We are going to the second period. We're going to send out Dar, LaRoche, Sullivan, Dowse, and Meyer. With the change in size, Jackets will be on both teams will be on that long change. So Bluewater wins the faceoff. They send the puck in deep. Dowse gets there. She picks it up behind the net. She tries to get it over, but looks like puck still loose. Bluewater has it. They send it up high into the front of the net. Luckily, it's broken up. Dar's there now. Meyer has it. Puck still coming to the front of the net. Bluewater still has it. Dar chips that ahead, though. Bluewater with a shot from the circles. Shorman sends that aside. Bluewater still controls. They're going to go down low. Now they're going to try to cut to the top of the circles. Shot from the circles, blocked by Meyer. So Bluewater now comes near side with it. They're going to come, keep the puck near side. They try to centering pass, broken up by Dowse. Dowse sends it over to Sullivan, comes over to Meyer. Meyer tries to get it to LaRoche. So Bluewater controls. Bluewater comes around the net. They're going to send a long stretch pass. Bluewater is able to hold themselves on side, so they now drew a drop pass. But puck came out, and they sent it in offsides. So Jackets are going to send out Flaherty, Svensson, Ori, Lakorchek, and Vogelsang. Puck is down. Bluewater controls. Svensson breaks that up. She sends that ahead. Bluewater still controls, though. They go D to D with it. Now they send that ahead. They chip that in. Comes to Vogelsang. Vogelsang's going to come near outside stretch pass over to Svensson. Svensson's now going to hit Ori. So at least there's no offsides and no icing. But Bluewater does control. They try to break out, but Bluewater comes out with it. They're going to skate it, cut hard to the net, and they score. So Bluewater with the first strike. So we got McInhill, Colehouse, and Olsgaard out with Mullet and Gutshaw with 14 minutes down 1-0. Puck's down. Bluewater comes away with it. They send that ahead. Gutshaw's there. She sends that back into the neutral zone. Bluewater brings it in. McInhill has it. And Mullet. That comes up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard tries to chip that up and out. That goes to the center of the ice, down over to Colehouse. Colehouse sends that over to Olsgaard. Olsgaard gets that. She skates that into the zone. She gets dispossessed, though. Bluewater sends that ahead. It comes to Gutshaw. Gutshaw sends it over to Mullet. Mullet tries to get that over to Colehouse, but that was broken up. Now Bluewater breaks and sends that in. Gutshaw's there. She picks it up. She goes over to Gutshaw. Gutshaw holds up. She sends over to Mullet. Mullet's now going to send that hard over to Colehouse. Good sized collision there, but Bluewater comes away with it. They send a shot in, goes off the Mullet. Puck is loose. Definitely no goal, but that was a very big collision in that. So. Luckily, it looks like McInhill's up, skating it off, so it's good to see. Jackets are going to send out, looks like Dar, Sullivan, LaRoche, Dowse, and Meyer. Puck is down. Bluewater wins it. They take it down low. They take it back behind the net. Looking for options. They do a quick shot. Sherman with a good save on that. Dowse now sends it over to LaRoche. LaRoche sends that up. She's able to hit Sullivan. It is tipped. But that will be icing. It looks like, nope. It looks like no icing, so Jackets on the forecheck. Hopefully try to keep that in. Dowse stepping forward. Bluewater brings it up. They're going to come in. Dar with a great back check. So, but Bluewater didn't keep it. Meyer does get it out of the zone. So Bluewater controls. They go over to the D. They're going to, good job by Sullivan. Got the good strong pressure. So, because they're doing their best to hold them here. Sullivan still has it. Sullivan takes it back in. Jackets offsides though. Jackets are going to send out Lekorchik and Vogelsang along Clark. Puck's down. Bluewater wins that. They send it in deep. Puck goes into the ref. So Clark now has it. She's going to take it in. She goes over to Flaherty with it. Bluewater comes out with it. They bring down this near side with speed. But centering pass there. They're going to send it up high to their D. They're going to send that in deep. Bluewater still controls on the far side. They're sending it up high. They go D to D. They drop down to the circles, take a shot, goes off their own player, and they're not able to keep it in. So looks like it's either offsides or the puck went to the bench. So Jackets are going to send out McInhill, Ori, Svensson, Mullet. Away with it out of the pile. But McInhill to go try to hit Svensson with the stretch pass. So, but puck is in the zone. Bluewater's now looking on the other side with it. They send that up. Bluewater is able to break out. They weren't able to keep the puck, so McInhill recovers it. She's behind the net. She sends it over to Ori. Ori tries to get it over, gets it over to Svensson. Svensson's now going to come in. She's got one to beat. She's going to come in. She holds up, waiting for some reinforcements. She's centering the pass. Couldn't quite hit Olsgaard. Olsgaard sends it up to Douse. Douse with the shot. Goes off some bodies. So Bluewater still has it. Bluewater's controlling in their own zone. They're going to send it back to their D. Now they're going to send that ahead. They were able to tip it, so that is, but it still will be icing. So, which is good. All right. Comes down. Jackets win it. Comes up to Douse. Douse sends it into Dar. Dar sends it in deep, but Bluewater now has it. Bluewater controls. They're going to go long stretch pass. That was going to be icing again, though. So. Jackets going to take this chance to switch up some of the lines. So they're going to send out Dar, Sullivan, LaRoche, Lekorchik, and Vogelsang. Puck is down. Bluewater controls. They send that up high. Vogelsang keeps it in. She sends it into the far corner. Sullivan gets it behind the net. She's got two on her, though. LaRoche trying to get a centering pass to Dar. Dar gets taken down. Bluewater's going to come out with it. Bluewater comes into the zone. She skates past the D. They take a shot, goes off Shorman up high. Bluewater still controls, centering pass. Broken up by Vogelsang. Now Flaherty chips that ahead. Lekorchik picks it up. She sends it up to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to send it over to LaRoche. They skate in. LaRoche to Sullivan. Sullivan with a quick shot. Goes wide. Bluewater is able to send that ahead. It will not be an icing, so Gutschall will pick it up. She's got one on her. She holds up. She sends it over to Ori. Ori's got it. She skates with it. She chips that ahead. Trying to hit Flaherty. Can't connect. Comes back to Gutschall. Gutschall sends it over to Mullet. Mullet's got it. She's looking for options. Mullet skates with it. She takes her space. She brings that ahead. She carries that in. She sends that in deep. Bluewater still has it though. They tried to send that ahead, broken up by the Jackets. Svensson's got it. She comes away. She sends a quick shot. Mackinhill's got it on the far boards. 8:40 to go in the second period. Puck is stuck against those boards. If we don't get the puck moving, they'll blow the whistle. Puck comes loose. Mackinhill has it. She skates hard to the front. Broken up. Bluewater controls. They tried to send it up and out. Clark off the bench. She tried to cut that forward. Puck goes in deep though, and now Bluewater has it. Bluewater sends that up high. Douse wasn't quite able to keep that at the line though. She tries to get over to Meyer, but is intercepted, so Bluewater's going to skate that in, take a big shot. Went wide. Puck had enough power to come up and out of the zone. So Bluewater sends that back in. Was not offsides, so there's centering pass. They took a quick shot, goes just wide. Thomas is going to try to get to it. She does. She's going to chip that head, at least to get it out of the zone. Dar's going to be there. She picks it up. She sends it a quick shot low. Can't connect. Jackets changing their D, so got to be ready. Vogelsang breaks that up. Bluewater's got it though. Thomas breaks that up. Clark sends it over to Dar. Dar's going to skate ahead. She's going between two though. She's going to try to get to the Dar side of the circles. She's going to come around, look for options. She tried to get that ahead to Vogelsang, it looks like, but broken up. She still has it. She's at the top of the circles with pressure. Bluewater is able to intercept and break that out. So Bluewater carries forward. Bluewater gets past 1D. Backhand shot. Shorman breaks that up. The Korchek there, centering shot. Vogelsang now has it. She's going to carry forward. She skates ahead. She tries to chip that ahead to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas sends that in. Vogelsang forechecking. She's able to pin the puck in. And somebody's getting a penalty. Looks like Vogelsang's going to the box. So with offsetting minors, we will stay 5-on-5. So we've got Flaherty, Sullivan, LaRoche, Gutschall, and Mullet out. We have a pause while they're trying to get the penalty on the board. But Jackets win that faceoff, but Bluewater's now going to just take the buck and come out of the zone with it. Mullet's there, breaks that up. Mullet sends that ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to try to go in and beat a couple. Free cuts to the middle, top of the circle. She takes a quick shot. Saved. Sullivan back again. She's going to send that back in deep. So puck's going to come over. It's over by Flaherty's in the down low with Sullivan now. Puck comes out. Centering over to LaRoche. Bluewater's going to come out with speed. Mullet breaks that up. But they still control. Shot goes in low. Showman with a good save. Pucks goes to the far side. Bluewater comes out of it, go through the circles, broken up. LaRoche now is going to try to get it out of the zone, but Bluewater keeps that in. They're going to circle through, comes down to the circles, big shot, comes to the far side here. Gutschall breaks that up. She tried to get it up towards Sullivan, but just no communication there. Looks like comes back deep. Gutschall has it. She holds up, she sends it now near side here to Sullivan. Sullivan picks it up. She ships that ahead to Flaherty. So Jackets are going to go off for a change on the forwards. Go long stretch pass, they're going to call icing. So Jackets will send that back into the offensive zone with 5:19 to go, down 1-0. Jackets are going to send out McInhill, Ori, Svensson with Meyer and Douse back on D for them. Puck comes down, comes up to Douse. Douse sends that in deep to Ori. Bluewater breaks that up, comes up to McInhill though. McInhill controls on the far boards. Ori broke a stick, it looks like, so she lefts. Jackets send a shot in wide. Bluewater tries to send it out. She connects on the pass. Bluewater comes in with it. She hits the brakes, goes to the top of the circle. Shot saved by Shorman. Meyer tried to get that out, can't get it out. Now she's gonna send that ahead to Clark. Clark can't hold on to it, so Bluewater keeps it in. McInhill gets it over to Clark. Clark gets up to Svensson. Svensson tries to break through. She was getting mugged, and it looks like she did draw a penalty, so Clark's got it. So. All right, well, Jackets are going to have their third power play of the game. Hopefully we can capitalize on this one and tie this game up. But we have McInhill, Svensson, Sullivan, Dar, and Meyer out. Puck is down. Bluewater comes away with it. They're going to send that up high and out of the zone, so Jackets will collect in the neutral zone and regroup. Dar's got it. She's going to skate it forward. She sends that up to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to come in. Sullivan looks at her options. She hits Meyer coming in the zone at the top. Meyer goes into Dar. Dar over to McInhill. Glove saved by the goalie. Good attempt though. Good look. Jackets keep the same 5 out. Bluewater wins that one. They come in low. They're going to send that up high. Meyer keeps it in at the top. She controls. She sends it over to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it back up to Meyer. Meyer's going to drop it to the top of the circle, send it in with Svensson. Tried to chip that in, but went over the goal. Sullivan there to try to keep the puck in. Dar keeps it in. Comes over to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it up high to Meyer. Meyer sends it over to Dar. Dar's going to take it up to the top now. She sends it to the far side to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to carry. She's going to come top of the circles, go near side for the one-timer to McInhill, but they just quite missed a little. So Bluewater now has it. They're going to send it to the far side. Sullivan will be able to pick that up. 30 seconds left in the penalty. She's tried to spin move to get past. She still controls. She comes down low. She sends it up higher to Meyer. Meyer sends it over to Sullivan. Sullivan, quick shot, and in. So, great shot from the circles. So Sullivan's able to tie this one up 1-1. Jackets are going to send out Vogelsang and Lekorchek, along with Flaherty, Kohlhaas, and Olsgaard. So Bluewater comes away with it. Puck off the ref. Bluewater's got it. They're going to take it in deep. Kohlhaas with good pressure. They send it ahead. They are able to break that out. Bluewater picks it up. They're going to come in the zone with speed. They come down low. They take a quick, tough angled shot. Goes wide. So Kohlhaas will pick that up. They're able to keep it in the zone though. Bluewater chips that back in. Vogelsang now has it. She sends it over to Olsgaard. Olsgaard picks it up. Bluewater controls. They send it back in towards Flaherty. Flaherty's going to send it over to Vogelsang. Vogelsang's going to skate forward. She's going to skate ahead. She's now going to send it in deep. Jackets are going to go for a change. Orion down with the forecheck and the pressure. She's got McInhill now out with Svensson. Meyer's up high. Bluewater sends that past. Douse picks that up. She sends it ahead to Svensson. Svensson breaks it out of the zone. She's got it. She got taken puck away from behind, but Ori breaks that up. She sends that in deep. Ori's going after it herself. Big collision. And back on the power play. Because a lot of the players from that first power play unit were on the ice for that. When that penalty happened, the Jackets are going to send out the second power play unit. So we'll be sending out Flaherty with Ori and LaRoche, along with Vogelsang and Douse. Puck is down. It comes up Vogelsang. Vogelsang's going to hold it. She takes it to the top of the circles. She tries the centering pass, broken up by Bluewater. Bluewater now breaks it out. Flaherty with a good job keeping that in, actually. So LaRoche had sent that over to Ori. Puck, good shot on net, saved by Bluewater. Bluewater has it on the far side. They're going to skate it up. They skate it up and out. They send that in deep. Shorman hits that over to Vogelsang. Vogelsang controls. She's going to regroup, see what she's got. She's going to send that hard, trying to hit Flaherty. Who's broken up. Flaherty now has it. Vogelsang picks it up. She's going to skate it forward. She sends it to LaRoche. LaRoche carries that puck in. Ori has it on the near boards. She's going to send it up to Douse. Douse drops it for Sullivan. Sullivan's going to carry it. Vogelsang still has it. She goes to the middle. She misses the shot. Takes the second shot. And they pull it hold up.
Making the camera jump. My lights are going boom, boom, boom. It's making my camera go pow.
No.
I'm new down there.
So puck's down. Bluewater controls. Meyer holds it into the point. She carries it forward. Bluewater intercepts though. So Bluewater controls. They take it back behind the net. They send it up high. But Meyer has it. She sends it over to Dar. Jack's had to clear the zone, so Dar sends that into Svensson. Bluewater hits it. Penalty's over. Meyer did not see that we had two in the zone, unfortunately, so that is offsides on us with 8 seconds left. Puck is down, goes to Bluewater. They go D to D with it. They try to send it up. Flaherty's there. She breaks that up. She sends it over to Gutschall. Gutschall's just going to send that ahead hard, and that will be the end of the period. So we will go into the third and final period, tied 1-1. Oh, it actually looks like we're going to have an ice cut, so we've got a nice 10-minute break, guys. We will see you in the third.
Now they're going to cut the ice, so we got a while. So I'm about to get another couple spots. Oh, yeah.
It looks cool though. I like doing this.
And then this.
You don't get to shot.
Oh, you know, right?
Oh yeah, that was good work. That was good work. That's it? Wait, it's the same.
Okay. All right, folks. With the ice cut, we're about to kick off this third period, tied 1-1. We're going to have Dar, LaRoche, Sullivan, Douse, and Meyer out. So puck's down. Bluewater controls. They send it ahead. They take it in. Broken up. They send it in deep. So Jackets, Bluewater still has it. They're not going to drop it back again. They have it up high. Darb takes and steals that. She sends that ahead. Bluewater controls. They're going to send that ahead. They come into the zone. They dump it in deep. Vogelsing is going to go pick it up on the far boards. She tries to get ahead. Dar now has it. Comes deep into Douse. Douse sends it up to LaRoche. LaRoche chips that out. Jackets are going to finish changing their lines. They're only half changed, so Bluewater's going to bring it in this left side. They're going to come down. They send a starting pass that's broken up by LaKorchek. She can't quite hold on to it, though, so she's going to send that up ahead. Tries to hit Svensson. Bluewater controls up high. Bluewater goes D to D. They go to the top of the circles, take a shot. Vogelsang with the block. Puck clears the zone. Bluewater sends it in. Vogelsang now has it. Bluewater actually has it on top of the circles. They send it in. Shot goes wide. LaKorchek sends that over towards Svensson. Svensson's picking it up. She's just going to send that deep. And that is going to ice. So we're going to have Mackinhill, Colehouse, Olsgaard, Mullet, and Gutschall out. All right, puck's down. Jackets have it, or Bluewater has it up at the point. And then Gutschall sends it over to Mullet. That was a big collision. Mullet's going to send that over. She carries it. She's going to send up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard sends it over to Colehouse. Colehouse is going to send that forward into the zone. Bluewater has it. They're going to send that up. Pucks. Bluewater still has it. Clark now has it. She's going to send it to Dar. Bluewater has it. They're going to take it back into their zone. Blue Water still controls. They're going to send that far side. Now they're going to go back D to D. They're going to send that deep and ahead, and that should be icing. So we are switching out announcers again.
Okay, you're getting me back for the third period, so hopefully I can concentrate now. We'll see. 13:20 to go in this third period, all tied up here. Puck's going to come out of the zone. Vogelsang and Lakorchek back to collect. She got a hard attacker on it, though, and that's going to slide all the way down to Shorman, and we'll get a cover on it. Oh, I'm airdropping another one. Puck goes down to Dar into the corner, picked up by LaRoche. LaRoche able to play it past the defender. Sullivan down to collect it. Sullivan sending it to the middle. Almost has LaRoche on that cross-ice pass, but can't quite hit it. Back to the behind the net, back to LaRoche. Trying to hit the front. And picked up by Bluewater, though. Bluewater with a solid exit pass, but it is too long, and then we're going to get a cover by Shorman as that one slid all the way to the net. Puck going to go down to Flaherty. She sends it over to the sideboards. Sent around by Mullet. And almost pops it out. That one is going to pop out of the zone. Picked up by Bluewater, though, in neutral territory. Bluewater sending it back in. Comes to the middle. Comes up to Gutschall. Gutschall able to get it up to Sullivan. Back out of the zone, but back to the stick of Bluewater again. Bluewater again going for that cross-ice pass. Comes to the stick of Gutschall. Gutschall sends it back to Mullet. Mullet looking for some real estate. She's going to head behind the net and hit the brakes. Up to Ori. Ori with a nice outlet to Svensson. Svensson down the ice, waiting for, hits the brakes and waiting for some reinforcements. Nice off the bench move by Douse. Now Bluewater back in across into Jackets territory. Flaherty putting a nice physical move on her to slow her down and sends the puck back to Douse. Douse sends it over to her D partner, Myers. And Jackets try to get that out. Caught at the blue line, though, by Bluewater. Picked up again by Douse. Douse looking for Ori. Ori and Svensson both go down. And puck is going to enter the zone with Mackinhill. Mackinhill, the lone attacker, as the other four change. And that puck is going to exit the zone, but it's going to come to Lakorchek. Lakorchek going to send it right back in. Picked up by Bluewater, though, and they send it right back out. And then not going to be an icing, but oh well. Puck going to slide down. Picked up Lakorchek, or I mean Vogelsang trying to get a piece of that. Able to get it over to oh. Looks like Jackets are going to get a too many men again. So Jackets on a penalty kill. 10:59 to go in the third period. Puck goes down, picked up by Gutschall. She tries to send it out, hits the body, and caught, though. Again, Bluewater up at the point, sends it down to the top of the circle. Puck comes in, and we'll get a quick cover by Shorman and a quick whistle. And 47 to play. Puck goes down, picked up by Gutschall. Gutschall able to play that one out of the zone. Going to shuffleboard its way down. Picked up by Bluewater. They send this one back up, but going to slide a bit far, and we're going to get an icing call. So best case scenario, though, for the Jackets. So Jackets going to get an offensive zone faceoff here. 10:32 to go. Gutschall, Mullet, Flaherty, and Kohlhaas out here. Puck goes down, slides into the corner. Bluewater playing it around and looking for an outlet pass. They send that one with some speed. Able to clip the defender, the offensive player, so not going to ice. Picked up by Mullet behind the back of the net. Going to get it over to Flaherty. Flaherty now trying to play that one up. Gets caught at the blue line. Bluewater, blue line to blue line pass. Back up to the top point. Down to the wing, and that one's going to slide off the stick. Back up to the point. And that one's going to come in. A nice cross-ice pass. Can't quite settle it, though, to get the shot off. Bluewater drops it back down, and that one's going to slide behind the net. Going to be picked up by Gutschall. Gutschall going to be able to play that one up. Not quite going to exit the zone. Caught at the blue line. Comes in again, and we're going to cross the crease, though, without much danger. 6 seconds remaining. Shot comes in. Another shot goes off of Shorman and up. And it'll be picked up by Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas going to be able to play that one out, and Jackets back to full strength now. Bluewater moving their way back into the zone. Hits the brakes, takes a shot, goes high, hits the glass, and that one's going to slide out of the zone. Sullivan now going to try to make a break on this. Almost able to grab that, but Dar able to keep that from exiting. Gets it to the middle to LaRoche. LaRoche takes a shot. Bouncing puck, still loose. And we'll get a cover on it.
Stay aggressive, Jacket. Let's go, ladies.
Puck goes down. LaRoche into the corner. Picked up by Sullivan. Shot, quick shot by LaRoche. Goes off the goaltender, but puck's still loose in the middle. Sullivan fighting for it. Gets kicked to the corner, and Bluewater now going to be able to break this out. Plays it through, and a little long, so it's going to go for an icing. We'll get a whistle. So Flaherty, Ori, and Svensson, along with Mullet and Lekorchik. Puck goes down, slides into the corner. Picked up by Svensson. Svensson behind the net, looking for try to punch that. Picked up by Bluewater. Bluewater trying to break it up, but Svensson able to steal that back. Gets it up to the point to Lekorchik. Lekorchik sends one in low. Puck still loose. And she scores! Svensson, Flaherty, and Lekorchik able to combine on that. I think Svensson was able to get it. So Svensson pokes that in off of a previous rebound attempt by Flaherty on the shot by Lekorchik, and the Jackets take a 2-1 lead. $8:10 to go in the third. Puck goes down. Douse picks it up. Back of the net, picked up by Thomas. Thomas trying to punch this one out. Bluewater able to play this one forward and into the zone. Oh, hard collision back behind the net. Mackenhill a little slow to get up. Looks like this one might be on the looks like we're going to get a holding penalty on the Jackets. Thought it might have gone on against the Hawks, but Jackets going to be forced to kill off another man down. Puck goes down. Flaherty trying to send it to the wall. And Bluewater trying to march their way in. Drop pass comes to the middle. Nicely sent away by the Jackets defense. Flaherty now able to pick that up. Sends that one horseshoeing around the wall. Mullet looking to get involved on the mid boards. Gets sent around the back again. And now Gutschall going to go for it. She able to get a stick on it, but loses an edge. And now a shot's going to come in. Bouncing puck. Goes off the goaltender. Comes up to the point, shot, and easy glove save by Shorman. 52 seconds remaining in the penalty, 6:45 in the game. Dar, Sullivan, Dowse, and Myers out. Puck goes into the corner, comes up to the point man. Bluewater walking the blue line. Nice stick move by Dart, almost able to knock it out, but Bluewater keeps it at the blue line, goes behind the back of the net now. Dowse without a stick. Bluewater dances along the tops of the circles. Behind the back of the net as shot comes in, goes off a body, but I think right into Shorman's glove, so we'll get a whistle on that. So 18 seconds left on this penalty here. Thank you. LaRoche, Flaherty, LaKorchik, and Vogelsang. Comes up to the midboards. Flaherty trying to punch that out. Comes down to the sides now. And drop pass comes toward the middle. Behind the back of the net. 1 second, Jackets are going to be back to full strength. Shot comes in high over the top of the net. Flaherty able to get the puck up to Svensson. Svensson able to punch it out. Roche and Svensson both going for it, but that one's going to come all the way in. Bluewater marching the top of the blue line. Hits the brakes. Drop pass. And that's going to come off onto the stick of Ori. Ori able to get it over to Svensson. Svensson tips that one into the zone. Jackets. Ori going to go out in the chase for it. McInhill into the corner. That one's going to come up to a Mullet. Mullet dumps it right back down. Ori behind the net. Looking to pick that up. She's going to go down along with McInhill. Lots of slippery skates out here. Mullet drops to the midboards to try to keep this play alive, and she does. And that one's going to come out, and that one's going to slide through. Luckily, slides a bit too far. Actually, Gutschall going to get to that puck first anyway. Gutschall, nice move to send this one up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard keeps it at the blue line for a bit, and Jacket's going to, or shot goes in and out of the glove of Shorman. And Olsgaard now going to be able to play this one up, but hitting the brakes is Bluewater. Bluewater gets it back into the zone, but played behind the net from Sorry, looks like Mullet. Yeah, so it's like Jackets are going to be forced to kill another penalty here as Mullet heads to the box with 4:10. like it was an interference. Hook goes down, trying to send it out as Myers, and Jackets are going to get this one out of the zone. Feeder over to LaRoche. LaRoche trying to settle it. And that one's going to be picked up by Bluewater now. Bluewater brings it in across the blue line, takes a shot off the glove of Shorman. Into the corner, picked up by Myers. Myers trying to send it out, but caught at the blue line by Bluewater once more. Bluewater drops it down to the midboards, trying to send a cross-ice pass, but that one's going to pop out of the zone. Bluewater flees to neutral territory and prepares to bring that back in. Bluewater enters the zone, takes it down into the corner. Behind the net pass, and then up to the blue line. Bluewater trying to dance toward the circles, makes a move. Can't quite get the shot off though, and that one's going to go behind the net. Myers looking for it, and the pass is going to miss, and now it's going to be McInhill. McInhill gets to the blue line, looking to kill some time. Only 14 seconds remaining on the penalty here, so Bluewater now coming down and across. Ooh, had a dangerous passing option, but didn't take it. Vogelsang into the boards. Jackets back to full strength. Bluewater though, in and across the line, makes a move. Flaherty. Check there to Meter. Now to the other side. Looking for the puck. Comes up to the blue line again. Caught though. Slide to the stick of Vogelsang though. Vogelsang sends it looping back around. Sullivan and Dar both trying to punch this one out. Only 2 minutes left in the game. Got to think that Bluewater's going to pull the goaltender soon if Jackets. Into the ice is Sullivan. Sullivan's in a backhand shot. Gets deflected off the goaltender. LaRoche again. LaRoche takes a shot toward the into the pads. Dar sends one across ice. Going to be picked up by Gutschall. Gutschall takes tries to send a shot in and loses an edge. And now Jackets though defending well, and we're going to get an offsides call. 1:25 to go. Puck cuts down to Flaherty. Tie it up. Puck goes down. Dar sends it back to LaCourcheck, sending it forward for Sullivan, but they're catching it and send it right back to neutral territory. Onto the stick of Vogelsang now. Vogelsang sending it forward to Svensson. Svensson looking for Dar and Sullivan there. Puck gonna slide all the way into the corner. Svensson trying to make a move on it. 56 seconds remaining. Down across the blue line as Bluewater works their way in. Picked up by Vogelsang again. Capri trying to make a break for it. She's got 37 seconds. Comes out to Svensson. Svensson comes off the end of the stick and comes down. Picked up by Bluewater. 27 down in and across, and we'll get an icing call. So 23 seconds. An offensive zone face-off coming up. Sullivan, Svensson, Dar, Douse, and Myers out here. Puck goes down to Dar, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan sends it over to Douse. Douse takes a shot low, goes off some. With 16 seconds left, they're going to move in across neutral. Lose possession. Douse able to send it into the zone. 10 seconds left. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan sends it to the middle, looking for Dar. Puck still bouncing, going to be picked up. Served. Coming on Bluewater. So, Swilt even with the Bluewater Hawks for the p.m. for game number 2, and then 11 a.m. tomorrow for game number 3.